Hello and good day. I'd like to show you how you can create queries in Access by using more than one table. We start by clicking on the Create tab up on your ribbon and going into Query Design. I'm going to select the tables that I desire. First, I'll start out with the People table, followed by the Roster table, and then finally the Classes table. And then I'll close out of here. And then you'll see my three tables displayed across the top part of this design window. This window does allow for me to move the tables around so that I can understand the relationships between the tables. I can also resize these boxes so that I can maximize my display, understanding the fields that are available in each of these tables. So notice that I'm moving these around and also resizing the boxes as needed. As a reminder, this means a one-to-many relationship and a one-class-to-many rosters. So one person may have many rosters associated with them in this class database. And there could be many classes or one class with many rosters associated with it. So in this case, I'm interested to know what kind of classes people are taking. So I'm going to add first and last name, and I do this by double clicking. And I would like to know the class description. So here I will just run this query, and we see that by combining information from two different tables, I see their first and last name and the class description of the course that these people are taking. All right, going back into Query Design, so I grab three bits of information, and down in the Query Design we identify where these fields are coming from by the second row. So people, table people, table people, and then finally the table classes. If at any point I'd like to add another table from up on the ribbon, I can click Show Table, and my tables will be presented. And I can choose the table and click Add, and the table will be added to my list up above. At this point, I'd like to know the name of that course. And when I run the query, you'll see that the name has been added. Now there's quite a bit of text here, so I'm going to increase the width of this row so that I can distinguish between the class description and the course name. And now you'll see that it's been added. Going back to the query, now we see that we've queried across several different tables. With just 4 different fields, but across several different tables. To make this data make a little bit more sense, though, what I'm going to do is up on the ribbon, I'm going to click this totals command. And what that does for me is it adds this total row down in the Query Design, and that's this third row from the top. And observe that it does say group by, and it repeats itself all the way across. What's nice about this is I can click anywhere where it says group by, and it will do various expressions. So I can sum, find the average, the count, etc. And what I'm interested in knowing is how many course names each person has taken. So I'm going to click on the course name and choose count. And then I'd like to start grouping by people. So let's see what we get. I'm going to run this. And you'll see now, oh, this is a little bit more easy to read because I don't have such a repetition of data. I have a count of the courses that they've taken, and you'll see that for Alexander, we have 3 counts, and it looks like it's follow giraffes and other wildlife through the Kenya reserves. And those 3 right there represent 3 different rosters for that class. Versus, let's sort by this column. So I'm going to sort smallest to largest. You'll see that another class is meeting weekly and they've only met once. This particular one is meeting more regularly and they've met 3 times. And so I can get a little bit more information when I start to group, in this case by counting the number of rosters that are out there. Like to save this, so I'm going to save this, QRY, and this will be students and courses. And I'll click OK, and you'll see that this gets added over here on the right hand side. And that's how you can query, build a query that runs across several different tables, and then we start to use this group by command.